All right, here we go. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Therapy. Got a lot to talk about today. A lot has changed since the last Minecraft Therapy. Almost died there. That would have been an inauspicious start to this Minecraft Therapy. Yeah, a lot has changed. Got a haircut. And a lot of people have subscribed to the channel, so I'm feeling a little bit of pressure right now. This is a big deal. First, episode of Minecraft Therapy to be uploaded in a hot minute, so I'm gonna try and not freak out about it, but we'll see. I don't know what the fuck this is in this game right now. They put a bunch of dildos in the game. I don't get it. But yeah, let's cut to the chase. I'm going to try and not freak out about the fact that, there are many more eyes on this, and try to not mispronounce words, because that would be really embarrassing. And also not die in this game. That would not be good. But yeah, today... Oh, mother fricker. Alright, so yeah, today I want to talk about two separate topics. One of which is making friends as an adult, because that's hard as shit, bro. I have been realizing in the last 2 years, but really in the last 2 months in particular, this shit is hard, and it doesn't get much easier the older I get. Like when I was 22, I was like, I'm 22. I'm growing up. I'm sure I'll figure out this whole, how to meet people thing. It's always worked out before, right? In college and school. But it's hard as shit as an adult. Let me turn down the volume, because we don't want that. It's not the Minecraft, background noises show. It's the Minecraft Therapy show. So I want to talk about that, and the other thing I want to talk about is YouTube, and how is, I'm a frickin' not even a D-list celebrity on YouTube. I'm probably like a Y-list celebrity right now. But it's still, been a shock to the system. As Meek Mill once said, I used to pray for times like this, but also it's kind of hard, dudes. So I will talk about that later in the episode. But the first thing I want to talk about is making friends as an adult, which is not easy. Right now, I'm just out here vibing, dudes. I'm just out here. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know how I'm supposed to, talk to the 18 to 30-year-old demographic. I'm like an Oscars executive right now. I'm trying to figure out how we can appeal to this 18 to 30-year-old demographic, really get them to tune in, because I think, underneath the surface, we got a great personality here. We got some witty jokes to share. We got some thoughts about the economy, that could be really riveting for people to hear. But, it's just hard out here. It's hard in the streets. The other day, a few weeks ago when that Thor movie came out, I just had to go watch that Thor movie by myself and sit in an auditorium full of people just to, remind myself that other human beings are real. And it's not just all, Reddit people out here. Reddit. Gotta stop going on Reddit, because I feel like when I go on Reddit too much, I start, developing Reddit brain and, becoming, really antisocial. No offense to people who are on Reddit, but I don't want to be a person who's on Reddit. No offense to people who are on Reddit, but, that's not the vibe I'm going for at my... maybe when I'm 35, but we still got some hope at the age I am at. I don't think we have to resort to going on REDDIT yet. But yeah, I'm rambling. I don't know how long this episode's going to be, so I'm going to try and keep it snappy. But I want to see a Thor movie by myself. Lots of people around, and I was like, damn, there's people out here. Is real. Is real life out here. And I also thought about getting rock climbing lessons. I don't even know the first thing about rock climbing, dude. I don't like rock climbing. I've never in my entire life had any dreams of rock climbing. The thought of me, getting up on a rock and scaling that thing has never crossed my mind. But I was so desperate. I was like, how the fuck else am I gonna meet people? What am I, gonna walk around the block, walk around Whole Foods until I see someone, pick up an avocado and go, hey, I like avocados too. No, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck is going on. My doorbell's ringing. Maybe that could be a person. Maybe I should check who that is and see if I could befriend them, because that's kind of a dry situation that's going on. But yeah, I was like, but then I came to my senses with the rock climbing thing. I was like, who knows? Maybe I'll still go rock climbing. But at least for now, I was like, what's going on here? Because I don't really want to rock climb. I'm just so desperate to meet people that I will sign up for a class to force people to interact with me. Literally pay money to force people to interact with me, which is interesting. So yeah, it's tough out here, man. It's not like it was in school. I said this in the Hinge video, in the dating apps video, but like in school, it's a lot easier to make friends because you see people literally every day, not every day, 5 days a week in high school, and then maybe a couple times a week in college, and you're always like, you always got something to talk about because there's always drama in school and you don't like the professor or whatever there's always some bullshit going on, so it's like easy to like make conversation. And yeah, there's like a steady stream of people to meet. There's like a couple hundred people to always meet and be around, and you can always, you're going to new classes, new people in the classes, you know what I mean, there's a lot of people. But as an adult, dude, it's like, how the fuck, there's no like place to go to meet friends, you know what I mean? I guess you could like go to the community center or you could go to your local Magic the Gathering store and play some Magic the Gathering with people, but like, you know what I mean? There's not, but those are also like niche places to meet people. There's no, like, school is a very general place, you got your nerds, you got your jocks, you got, I don't know, all people from all walks of life just in school, and they're forced to be together. In adult life, I guess you're more forced to find people in a specific niche. Like, I don't know, like, me as a 24-year-old Asian dude, I'm not gonna be just out here meeting, like, random sorority girls, or like, that's a bad example. That's not the type of, but you know what I mean? I'm not gonna just be out here meeting, football players, or like, I don't know, like people who are into fishing, or like rock climbers, you know what I mean? Unless I specifically go to an event for fishermen and fisherwomen, I'm not gonna meet those people. And any group you try to meet people with as an adult, I guess it's like gonna be, I can't really think of like a collective, like a general group of people, like a place where you meet a general collection of people as an adult, which is interesting. Maybe we should, Someone should do something about that. Not me, though, because I'm a guy who likes to complain. You're not going to hear no answers from me. No, sir. Just a lot of complaints. And if you don't like that, you can get the fuck off this channel. Wow, you can tell I'm a bit out of practice with the Minecraft therapy thing because I'm kind of talking reckless. But, yeah, meeting people as an adult, you kind of have to meet people in a certain niche, I guess. Or any group you encounter is going to be kind of a niche. I guess that makes sense because if you're an adult, why would you hang out with people that you don't have anything in common with if you don't have to? But it also just makes it harder as an adult to find, people outside your bubble. Yeah. So, some places you can... I was thinking about this. Places you can meet friends as an adult. There's really not too many options. You can, go to a group, find a class or like a people doing some activity and join them. So that's like, rock climbing or a fishing group or, people playing pickup basketball, some random shit, and bond with people doing that. But like I said, you'll probably, no matter what group you find there, there are diverse groups. I'm sure the rock climbing community is a diverse group, but they all probably share a lot of similar. You gotta probably be a certain type of person to be a rock climber. So, yeah, I feel like a lot of activity type groups fall into a certain niche. Other ways you can meet people through work. You're at your job. You see these people every day. You're like, Stacy, I got a problem with my computer. I can't log onto the Wi-Fi. Stacy comes over. She helps you. You're like, wow, Stacy, that was awesome. You cracked a few jokes while you were fixing my computer. That shows a lot of potential for, a possible social interaction. Would you like to go hang out, Stacy, in a platonic way, not a non-platonic way. In a platonic way, I just called you, in this hypothetical situation, I just made Stacy a female because I didn't want to follow the stereotype of IT professionals being males. But even though we're hanging out with Stacy, it's going to be a platonic situation still because not everything has to be, about romance with people from the opposite sex. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you're at work, you meet some dudes, you gotta hang out with some dudes for a bunch of hours a day. It's kind of like school. You're forced to be with them. So eventually you just kind of find people who you relate most to at work and you become friends with them. My one thing with people with making friends at work, I'm not trying to judge people who make friends at work. My one thing with making friends at work is I feel like if your only friends as an adult are people from work, it's kind of just like giving up on life and like the potential of life. You're just kind of being like, I'm just going to go with the most default, easy way to make friends, which is just the people, I share this, 500 square foot office with. I'm not going to venture outside this office. It's just the people I see are the people I'm going to be friends with. Even though I have the freedom to literally go anywhere in the world as an adult, and I'm no longer a child who has to stay, who's bound by rules that prevent children from exploring the world. Even though I'm now an adult and I could literally meet any person in the world, I'm just going to be friends with people at work. That to me sounds a little bit like giving up on the potential of life as an adult if you're doing that. Again, no offense to people who have only friends at work. And honestly, if I had friends at work and I don't have a normal job, if I had friends at work, that'd probably be a better situation than I am in right now. But that's how it be. That's how it be. What are we doing in Minecraft? Let's go find a cave. Let me also check real quick that this shit is actually recording, because I'll be upset if I record this whole episode and shit's not working. Alright, I'm pleased to announce shit seems to be recording. OMG, a village. Guys, let's go fucking raid that village. Okay, so, yeah, work friends. Again, not trying to judge people who have work friends. I honestly, I haven't really made too many friends via the jobs I've had. But again, no judgment. It's basically like making friends at school, and I don't judge people for making friends at school. So yeah, work, that's another option. But again, your pool is kind of limited. It's like people who work, adjacent to your job and at your company. So you probably have some similarities if you're going to end up, at the same company. It's not as diverse. But then again, if you go to the same school, you probably got some similarities with people at your school. But you know what I'm trying to say. Work is kind of like school. It's like the adult version of school, but it's like a lot more soul crushing. I don't even know it's more. It's also soul crushing, just like school. And then the last way. So, well, that's that. Last way you can meet friends is via other friends. So friends of friends. I know Bob. Bob knows Jim. Boom. Now I know Jim. I hope I said that correctly because I wasn't keeping track of the names there. But yeah, that's a decent way to meet friends. I guess the problem there is that you're relying on other people to know people. And it kind of like takes, you're not the one in the driver's seat. You're kind of just hoping that your friends know cool people and that they'll introduce you to them, which is like a very passive, oh, it's a cat. Oh my God, it ran out the door. Wait, I can hear it though. But yeah, friends of friends. It's a cool way to meet friends, but also yeah. Limited pool. You're not in control. So yeah, all these options, they're kind of all limited in their own way. And I don't know. I don't know what the answer is here. I'm kind of just complaining about making friends as an adult and how it's hard. But I kind of also want to think about, I guess another way you could make friends is just going up to random people on the street and saying hi and trying to have an interaction there. But I feel like that's just weird. Maybe that worked 40 years ago or 20 years ago, but I feel like nowadays that's kind of weird. Maybe I'm just not confident enough in my walking up to people abilities. But sometimes I'm out and about. I don't want people to come up to me and talk to me. I'm doing my own thing. Leave me alone. But maybe that's the problem. Maybe I'm part of the problem and I don't have that open, here I am complaining about, not being able to make friends, and I have this mindset where I don't want to talk to motherfuckers. So maybe I am the problem. Damn. Some self-reflection is going to have to go on here. But yeah, making friends as an adult is hard. It's tough out here. It's hard in the streets. And, it also makes me kind of think it also, it's the same thing. If the way you meet friends is limited, then the way you're going to meet a potential relationship partner. Why am I saying it like relationship partner? The way you're gonna meet a girlfriend or boyfriend. That sounds so weird too. If it's hard to make friends, it's gonna be hard to find people to date too. Which I think, I made a whole video about it, but I think that's why dating apps are really on the rise too, because it's hard to meet people and you want to feel like you're not just stuck with 5 options of people at work and the 5 friends of friends that you have. But again, maybe it's it's the choice that really drives us crazy, because it feels like, oh man, there's so many people out here. I really got to figure out, a couple people to be friends with. I got to find the best options for friends. It really, messes up your thinking, because then you're always looking for something better. rather than just, enjoying the moment, being a pleasant person to be around, and vibing out. I don't know what I'm really trying to say here. I'm just kind of, like I said, I'm just kind of complaining. A guy in one of my videos commented, like, hey, this video's all over the place. Okay, listen, I'm just a guy with a computer. So this video's all over the place. And a guy in one of my videos commented, hey, I don't like it when people complain a lot and don't provide any answers. Do you have any answers for, the problems you're bringing up? Dude, I don't have you think I have the answers, dude? I don't have the answers. I don't know anyone who has the answers, but especially not me. I don't have the answers. I can ask a bunch of questions and talk about shit I don't like. But if you're asking me to solve, the social and economic problems of our day, we are going to be in some deep shit if I'm going to have to solve all that shit. Yeah. So that's that. So yeah, making friends is hard. I don't know what the solution is. There was my doorbell again, ringing. I don't know who that is. I'm not gonna answer it. But yeah, I guess I just kind of want to think about friendship in general. It seems like I remember reading this this Reddit post once that was like, if you were locked in a room by yourself for 30 days. Or could you be locked in a room by yourself for 30 days for $1 million? And my answer was, fuck yeah, I could be, because I don't need human connection, and $1 million is $1 million. But, a lot of people think that human connection is very important for human beings, otherwise we'd all go crazy. And yeah, I guess it's just interesting that we all know that friendship is really important. But then as adults, I don't know, I guess that's life though, you're just out here and you gotta figure shit out. But it's like when you look for a job, there's like a process to like look for a job, you go on Indeed, you go on Glassdoor, you send out applications. There's a way you can prepare. There's a process for getting a job, which we all know is important for adults to get jobs, but we also all know that it's important for adults to have friends. But there's not really like a way to do it, I guess. Maybe the way is just going to activities and meeting people. But even then, that seems like a lot less clear of a process than apply for jobs and you'll get a job. Meeting friends, it's like, yeah, you just kind of gotta get out there and figure it out, and you meet some people and it'll all be good, bro. It's not very clear cut, I guess, which is interesting. I also got me thinking kind of, a lot of as an adult, people have smaller friend groups. In high school, you're out here, you're friending everyone on Facebook, you're following everyone on the IGs, you're Snapchatting, you're sending nudes through Snapchat to everyone. You got a whole situation going on with probably hundreds of quote-unquote friends. As an adult, you probably got, 10 friends would be a lot of friends for an adult, I'd say. Or maybe I'm a loser. But that seems to be what, people have been telling me. It's like, you really only have a few friends as an adult. Just because I guess it's hard to everyone's in different cities. It's hard to find time to talk to everyone. And, I can't, if I had 50 friends, I don't know what the fuck I would do. I can't be keeping up with 50 people, dude. I keep up with 3 people currently, and that takes up so much time. So I think that's interesting that friendship kind of consolidates itself as you get older. yeah, I don't know what that's just a point. That's an interesting point. I don't think my parents like see their friends probably like twice a year, if that. So it's like, it's definitely it's just like, oh, as we get older, do we just like? But then my parents are married, so they got each other. But it's like, oh, as you get older, maybe friends just aren't. I don't know. Friendship just changes. Friends, dude. That's really interesting. Or is it? I don't know. I just kind of said that right then as a filler thing to say in the podcast. I'm not trying to say I'm like a really interesting. Everything I say is really interesting or something. Damn. I don't like being stuck in this. What is this? This is not Minecraft. Dig a bunch of tunnels in the middle of the night. Okay, this is Minecraft therapy. I'm going to turn up the brightness here so that I can explore the world at nighttime. Boom. It's not... Yeah, let's go to that village and sleep so I can have a save point. Friendship. Yeah, maintaining friends as an adult is hard, dude. I find myself nowadays just getting pissed off at my friends a lot more easily. Like they'll say something to me or they won't say something, they'll not talk to me for X amount of time, or they'll say something annoying to me, and it's just really, I don't know. I find it just really easily triggers me. I don't know if I'm becoming like, I will say, as an adult, I've noticed I've become an angrier person. Like just little things really set me off, which I don't think is very good. I gotta work on that. But yeah, I don't know what I'm trying to say with the whole, yeah. I think as an adult, friends, it's hard, man. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Friendship is hard as an adult. It's hard to meet people. It's hard to maintain friendships. Everyone's in different cities. You don't really have common things to talk about anymore. And yeah, I guess once people get themselves in relationships, they end up just, focusing on the relationship, which is fine. That's good. We gotta, reproduce, keep the human population going. But, yeah, I don't know. It's also just interesting. It's interesting, just to see how things advance as you get older. Because I think in media, we're told, every movie has some best friend character, and that is awesome to see. That the best friend character is always super awesome. But in real life, it's often not that, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what the whole point of that was that I just said, but yeah. Friendship, hardens adults. And it gets, yeah, I guess the whole thing I'm trying to say right here without saying it is like loneliness as an adult. And loneliness is really hard. Because no one wants to be alone, We all like to act tough, and like we don't need these friends out here. We don't need these hoes if they're gonna, if they don't want us. But, we all want some friends, and it's hard being lonely. And I don't know. This is kind of getting very crazy, but this video is getting very crazy. It's going to end up being way too long. But I think one of the things I realized in terms of making friends, I really found this out with making friends, is that if you want to make friends or find relationships or meet people or just have good, relationships with other human beings, the way that starts is with self-respect and self-love and just being kind to yourself, I guess. Because, I guess if you don't have that, you end up feeling so terrible that you feel like no one, like, here, okay. I used to not have a lot of self-respect or self-love. In fact, I would say I was very bad in that department. And that just led me to situations where any ounce of, attention I would get in a friendship, or, not even the bare minimum of things being done in a friendship, just, 10 shitty things would happen to me in a friendship, and then one good thing would happen to me. And then I would have such low self-respect for myself that I'd be like, I just deserve this. I just deserve, there was one good thing here, so I'm going to really hold on to that one good thing. And those 10 shitty things, well, I don't have any self-love or self-respect to myself, so I already know I deserve those shitty things that happen to me. So, yeah, and I just found myself in situations like that. So I think it's really important to have self-love and self-respect so that you can be in situations where you feel like you deserve a healthy friendship or a healthy relationship. And that is really important. And everyone's journey, I don't have you're not going to hear in the next 10 minutes exactly how to figure out how to love yourself and respect yourself and find self-actualization. That's like a whole journey that everyone has to go through on their own. And I'm not done with that journey yet. I'm still figuring it out. But that's an important journey that everyone has to go on. And I think realizing you have to go on that journey is really important. Because for a long time, I didn't think I had to go on that journey. I thought I just was a terrible, sucky person who didn't deserve good relationships in life. And so I just kind of accepted shitty things happening to me. Or shitty people treating me like shit. Which was not good. And maybe that's why, I'm not trying to defend myself holding grudges or whatever. I don't think, I know it's not good to hold grudges against people or have beefs with my friends. But I feel like that's why, that's kind of part of what I'm coming to, is that I don't have to, I am tired of always being the bigger person, I guess. I don't know. I'm going to talk about this later in the video, but I don't really like talking about personal stuff too much. But, yeah, I just think, if you always find yourself being the bigger person and forgiving other people, I also don't know if that's great, because you should really think about why are you being put in these situations constantly. But again, maybe I'm just, okay, that's that. I'm going to move on to the next. That was deeper than I thought it would go, and this video is already way too long. I'm going to use that to segue into the next topic, which is YouTube in general. And all, the YouTube channel has been really blowing up recently. And a lot of people are watching, a lot of people commenting, a lot of people have things to say about introverted madness. And I just kind of want to talk about that, because this is Minecraft therapy where I talk about my thoughts. I feel like one of the things that's interesting to me is that people are judging me, I guess. I mean, people are judging me, which is fine. I know that comes with the territory of making money from the internet, and I have a great job. Well, it's not even a job, really, but I'm doing a great thing right now where I get to sit in an air-conditioned room and just play Minecraft. And a lot of people would love to do that. And, having people judge me and talk about, what I say on the internet and what I say sounds dumb or whatever, that's probably a small price to pay. I really got to do something interesting in this game besides walk back and forth. Let's build a house or something. It's going to be a really ugly house, but it's going to be a house. Yeah, people are judging me on the internet. Whether it's a Stanford CS video, a lot of people have shit to say about that. Like, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm being a little bitch for complaining so much. Yeah, like CS is supposed to be that way. I'm not intellectually curious. A lot of shit, a lot of hate, bros. I see it all. I don't respond to all of them, but y'all really gave me, some shit to read. So yeah, and again, disclaimer to all of this. I know it comes with the territory. Yeah, I can't stop anyone from hating on the internet. So like, what I can control is my reaction to it and whether or not I let it trigger me or not. So, and yeah, like, I'm making money from the internet. So, I can't really complain too much about the hate and the judgment. And yeah, the judgy comments and the hate are probably a very small minority. I love you guys. You guys are all super supportive. For the most, like 99.9% of you guys watching this are super supportive, and I love you guys and appreciate it. But it's also interesting to just have my thoughts be judged by such a wide variety of people, I guess. Like, just, yeah, like going, like, I made a post. I made a Minecraft therapy talking about how Stanford shaped me, and then one of the comments was like, oh, I think you have like a victim complex or something. Like, you're always blaming Stanford for your problems and, not accepting responsibility for your own role in the problems and like shit like that. And that was really interesting to me. So to have a total stranger on the internet, watch a 30-minute video about me, not even know all the shit I went through at Stanford, and say I have a victim complex. Which, again, I'm not even going to say it. I know it comes with the territory. You heard me give that disclaimer already. But that was just really interesting to me because it was like, I don't think I have a victim complex. Maybe I'm wrong with that. But also, like, I don't think you would just go up to... If you knew me, dude, I guarantee you would not come up to me on the street and say to my face, I have a victim complex. Because that would be some... have you ever gone up to someone and told them to their face, you have a victim complex? And I'm not talking like your best friend or something, because, that guy watched a 30-minute video about me. So, yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. It's just interesting to have my life be out on the internet like that. I guess I knew, if this channel ever blew up, which was the goal, that would happen. But it's just interesting, and I don't think I like it, but like, I know it's just kind of something I have to deal with, I guess, if I want to do this YouTube thing, which I do. So, that's that. I think, another thought I had is kind of, I guess while we're talking about that, I'm really interested in why YouTubers quit YouTube, because, as a person who wants to do YouTube full time, I feel like it's in my interest to figure out why a lot of people end up like, a lot of people making a lot of money on YouTube end up leaving. And I think that aspect of being judged on the internet is a big reason why. Because I think a lot of people, it's kind of hard to imagine until you experience it, I guess. Because I didn't, for me, right, like I'd watch the Kardashians. I just exposed myself as a person who watches the Kardashians. Let me just say, I don't watch it by my own choice. I have a friend who likes to watch it, and I watch it. I didn't voluntarily choose to watch the Kardashians. Okay? I've watched a few episodes. But I used to be like, these people complain out the hate, but they make a bajillion dollars from being on the internet. Or like, exposing their lives. So what are they complaining about? Or it's just like, oh, you can just ignore the hate. But I think it's not that easy. And as now, someone who is a Y-list celebrity, I realize that it's tough. It's tough to have people talking about you on the internet. So that's that. That's also why I haven't been looking at the comments. I used to respond to like every single comment. And part of the reason I don't do that and haven't been able to do that is because there's too many comments for me to respond to, and if I was responding to all the comments, I wouldn't have time to actually make videos. But also, just like some of the comments are like mean, and I feel like every time I look at the comments, it's like a game of Russian roulette of like whether or not I will see a mean comment, and someone saying, the comment of the person saying I had a victim complex wasn't even mean. It was just weird, dude. Like, why would you? I don't know. But yeah, I don't like being judged like that, you know? Even if I have a victim complex, like, why would you say that to me, dude? Like, let me figure that out. Don't just, like, do you think you saying that to me is really going to help me? So, yeah, I think it's just, I went through a whole thing with the comments, and I kind of had, like, a whole mental situation with that, but I've come to peace with it in the span of the last 2 weeks. But that was just a interesting situation to go through. Yeah. I guess the other thing I want to talk about with YouTube is just figuring out how to make creative work for me. I guess, like, I feel like it's just hard. Right now, I feel like I'm in a creative rut, kind of. Yeah, just with the videos, it's hard making videos. It's like a long process. I gotta think about an idea. I gotta write the whole script for the idea. I gotta film the idea. And then, depending on the type of video, I gotta draw like 200, a bunch of frames. Or I gotta edit a bunch of green screen footage. And that is a lot of work. And again, I'm not trying to complain. Making videos on the internet, dream job. Like, someone's probably going to comment on this video. You have a victim complex because you're complaining about this awesome job of YouTube. Shut the fuck up and go back to making college slander free, you little bitch. But it's just hard. It's not, I'm realizing that it's a hard job. It's a hard job to make videos. And it's not going to be as consistent as I want it to, I guess, because it's creative work. Every time I play Minecraft, I go in with the goal of, I'm gonna, get something done in Minecraft today, and then I end up just walking around and doing nothing. But, what was I saying? Yeah, it's hard to figure out a schedule that works creatively. Also, I just have a terrible work schedule currently and a terrible sleep schedule, and I really need to get that on track. But I just feel like kind of stuck creatively. So yeah, maybe I'll just make some random videos without stressing too much about views. But I also feel like with the channel, the goal is to turn it into something I can use as a full-time job so that I can do this, because I really like making videos. But then with that, I also have to balance like growing the channel with views and subscribers, and that makes me feel like I have to push out certain types of content, like the college slander videos, or just higher effort videos. Like, I feel like one of the reasons I've delayed making the Minecraft therapy videos is because I feel like it's just me walking around Minecraft and talking, and I feel like that's not gonna, it's not gonna get 1 million views. Not that any of my videos get views, but you know what I mean? It's like a much chiller type of video that isn't gonna grow the channel as much as like other types of videos I make, and I feel like I have to keep up that momentum. But also, I know that, if someone was in my exact shoes, I would give them the advice of just fuck what you're supposed to do. Just make videos that you want to do. So I'm trying to do that while also balancing it with, I need to make certain videos and pump them out by a certain time. Because, if I make 2 videos a month, that's fine, but it also probably won't grow the channel fast enough to a point where I can make this my full-time job without having to find another full-time job, like a real corporate office full-time job first. So it's tough, man. It's, again, complaining. First world problems. I'm being a little bitch. Victim complex. Shut the fuck up. there's a lot to say, but I'm doing my best, and I'm looking at my notes, seeing if there's anything else. I gotta say, yeah, I know the 40-hour work week is a man-made construct, but I still feel like with these videos, I gotta adhere to it, and that is really, it puts unnecessary pressure on myself, I think. Stressing myself out. So yeah. Wow. Thoughts were all over the place today. No answers were given to any of the problems I said. So guy who commented, hey, can you stop complaining so much and give some answers? Sorry. Feel free to unsubscribe. I also, I don't want to, hopefully I didn't sound too salty in this video either. Going through a lot, man. Going through a lot with the channel growth and figuring out how to deal with that. Again, I'm a nobody. Relatively speaking, I'm an ant on the online community. So it's only gonna, the stress is only gonna get worse from here. So I'm really gonna have to figure out how to deal with this. But hopefully this video also didn't come across too much as like a cry for help. I'm doing fine, guys. I'm just trying to figure out how to, balance everything right now. Making friends, doing YouTube, growing as a young adult. I don't have it figured out. That's going to be the title of this video. I don't have it figured out. And don't, if I become famous, do not trust a word I say. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing out here. Don't look at my life as a blueprint for how to live yours. But yeah. I don't know what I'm trying to say. There's a lot going on. But I'm fine. I know everything's going to be fine. I hope you guys watching this are all fine. Hopefully this video wasn't too crazy and stressful. Why is everyone having a party here? I'm going to join in. Party time. Party time. Alright. But, yeah, guys. Appreciate everyone for watching and the channel growth. It means a lot. I'm going to have to figure out what to do for a 10K subscriber special. And also I was thinking about turning Minecraft Therapy into a podcast because I feel like I would be more consistent with making Minecraft Therapy videos if it was a podcast. But, yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. Alright. That was the end of this very crazy video. Kind of chaotic. Getting back in the swing of things with Minecraft Therapy. But yeah. Hopefully it was enjoyable and not too stressful for you guys hearing this. Because I kind of stressed myself out making this video. But I know everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. Everyone, don't worry. Life is going to be fine. Just believe in yourselves. Follow your dreams and your heart. And everything's going to be chill. Alright. This episode, way too long. So I'm going to end it here. Thank you everyone for watching. And commenting. And being awesome people in the world. Hope you guys have a sensational rest of your day. Talk to you guys next time. Stay safe. Stay sane. Peace.